Have you ever felt like you're talking to a brick wall at work? Or maybe you've been in a meeting that felt more like a schoolyard argument than a professional discussion. What if I told you there's a psychological framework that can explain exactly why this happens, and more importantly, how to fix it? It's called transactional analysis, or TA, and it completely revolutionized how we think about workplace dynamics. Today, Dr. Stephen F. Myler, the renowned consultant psychologist, reviews the impact of TA in the workplace. Back in the day, workplaces were often very rigid and hierarchical. The boss was the boss, and that was that. Communication was top-down, and expressing your real thoughts or feelings, not really an option. Then along came a psychiatrist named Eric Berne in the 1950s. He introduced a groundbreaking idea. Within each of us, there are 3 ego states: the parent, the adult, and the child. Think of it like this. Your parent ego state is your collection of learned behaviors and attitudes from authority figures. It can be nurturing, like giving a colleague a supportive word of encouragement, or it can be critical, like pointing out a mistake without any constructive feedback. Then there's your child ego state. This is where your feelings, impulses, and early experiences live. It can be the curious, creative part of you that comes up with brilliant new ideas, but it can also be the rebellious or sulking part that surfaces when you feel criticized or ignored. And finally, the most crucial for a healthy workplace, the adult ego state. This is your rational, objective, and problem-solving self. The adult analyzes information, makes logical decisions, and communicates clearly and respectfully. It's the part of you that says, let's look at the data and find the best solution together. So, how did this change everything? TA gave people a simple language to understand their interactions or transactions. Berne showed that many workplace conflicts happen when we have crossed transactions. Imagine you ask a simple, adult question like, "Do you know where the quarterly report is?" And your coworker replies with a defensive, childlike tone, "Why are you always checking up on me?" See the mismatch. An adult question expected an adult answer but got a child response instead. Communication breaks down. Progressive companies started applying TA to train managers and employees. They learned to recognize which ego state they were in and which ego state their colleagues were in. Instead of a boss using a critical parent voice, saying you did this all wrong, they learned to use an adult approach. I see a few areas for improvement here. Let's walk through them. This shift from parent-child dynamics to adult-adult conversations was transformative. It fostered mutual respect and collaboration. TA also helps us understand and avoid psychological games. These are those repeating negative patterns of behavior we see at work. Like the person who always misses deadlines and then has a ton of excuses playing the victim game. Or the manager who constantly finds fault. Playing Now I've Got You. By understanding these games, teams could stop playing them. They could address the underlying issues directly from an adult-to-adult perspective, leading to real dispute resolution instead of just more drama. The impact was huge. Workplaces became more humane. Employee morale improved, productivity went up, and staff turnover went down. It wasn't about therapy at work. It was about giving people practical tools for better communication. It laid the groundwork for modern concepts like emotional intelligence, constructive feedback, and collaborative leadership. So next time you're in a tricky conversation at work, take a second. Ask yourself, am I in my parent, adult, or child state? And which state is the other person in? Aiming for that adult-to-adult connection isn't just a psychological trick. It's the key to building a more effective, respectful, and frankly, a much happier workplace. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into the psychology of our daily lives. Dr. Stephen F. Myler is happy to receive comments and that important thumbs up. See you next time.